Hello Makeup Void, I'm Trin and welcome back to my channel. It's maybe been 3 weeks since I announced I was going on no buy, even though I had the no buy video filmed for a week or two before I uploaded it. It hasn't even been a month since I started my no buy, and I already have a lot of thoughts. I'm not going to reference those the low buy finale, the makeup inventory video far too much, because then I'll just be repeating myself for the third or fourth time, and I don't want to do that. So normally for these videos where I just sit down and talk, I like to journal my feelings out before the video just to kind of get like a little script going, and then as I'm doing the journal I kind of give up halfway through on the script, and then I don't reference what I have. I don't reference the script that I do have while I'm filming, so it's kind of like a mute point. So give this video a like, dislike. I will be going off the rails, I can already tell. Let's go ahead and get rolling. So essentially, I just don't care about makeup anymore. That's it. When I announced I was doing a no buy, I said that I was going to continuing to follow the makeup influencers on YouTube and watch those videos. I was gonna still follow those creators on Instagram and at least humor those videos, and I'm still following them, but I just don't care. Normally like I pretty much give a thumbs up to every video that I watch, because most videos I watch to completion and I want to like support the creator. Not even support the creator, I want to tell YouTube that I want more of their content by giving the video a like, even though I could also comment and then hopefully that would also tell YouTube that's the content I want to watch, but it's not working. So it's just not working. And when I watch these content creators on Instagram, I'd at least, the same thing with YouTube, I'd give those videos a like. I'm just scrolling right past them. I just don't care. I said that I was still probably going to watch new makeup release videos because I wanted to stay in the know about new makeup. I've watched a few of them, like Angelica Nevekiss does a new makeup release video on Saturday, Angelica does it on Friday, Rachel Palmieri does it on Saturday, and then Ali Dawson does it on Sunday. So typically I'm watching all of those videos, so like 3 new makeup release videos once a week. But even the past few weeks, I haven't really been watching them because I just don't care. And if I do watch them, it's because I'm getting up really early in the mornings to do my makeup, to do other things that I'm prioritizing. I'm just not watching that content anymore. And it's intentional, but it's also not intentional because I just don't care. I really just don't care. A makeup, non-makeup goal for 2025, which kind of happened spur of the moment, was I just don't want to wear as much makeup, because last year I was going pretty much every single day wearing makeup. And it takes about an hour to do my makeup every morning. From getting ready to making my tea, sitting down doing my makeup, that whole process takes about an hour and a half. And I just don't want to devote that time to makeup every day. I just don't. There's so much, and I realize this, there's so much more time or so many more things that I can devote my time to in the mornings than just applying makeup. Because it's just, I'm reprioritizing my life where it's not just about makeup. I work 3 to 4 days a week because I work 12-hour shifts. So I have a lot of time on the weekends to film videos, to make content. I had this kind of mental goal in 2024, is like, oh, I need to make more short form content for YouTube and Instagram, and I should probably really speed that up and take that more seriously in 2025, but because I'm on this no buy, I just don't care about making that content anymore. I had plenty of time last week to make 2 videos for YouTube. I only made 1 just so I had something going up. I didn't even bother to film a second video because I just didn't want to. You're only gonna see 1 video this week because I just don't want to do my makeup to film a second one. Yes, I could come on camera without any makeup and do a YouTube video, but it's kind of counterintuitive in my brain to have a makeup channel and not wear makeup. So I feel like I have to do my makeup. But if I just like wake up in the mornings and I was like, I don't feel like doing it, then I'm not going to force myself to put makeup on to film a YouTube video. I could have also done this like get ready with me style and apply my makeup while I do this, but I think it was a video recently where I did this content get ready with me style and I went off the rails. Like I finished my makeup by like 30 minutes in and I still went another 10 minutes talking. So I didn't time that right and I didn't mean to do that. So I was just like, I'm just gonna do my makeup today. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna talk about this. So majority of this is just that I'm not prioritizing makeup anymore. I'm not really watching makeup content. The content that I have been really watching has been TikTok commentary videos. I have found people... Okay. Sorry, getting distracted by noises outside of my office. I have been more into watching YouTubers do makeup commentary. Like where they watch TikTok videos, they show them up on the screen and then they react to them. And I technically have TikTok. I haven't watched TikToks in a long time. Right, like a few months into where TikTok was really booming and I was like, oh, I need to get into TikTok to like promote my YouTube. I did that for like a few months and then just gave up because I just don't think that short form content really is my thing. I just don't think it is. So I realized I've liked watching YouTubers react to TikTokers, like the ones that do these outrageous restocking my bathroom, reorganizing my bathroom. There was one YouTuber that was talking about like Sephora hauls, and one of the TikToks they showed was this person doing like a small Sephora haul, and the small Sephora haul was like $500, and I was like, what the heck? What? That's like a third of my paycheck. like my bi-weekly paycheck, like that's a third of it. I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. That is so absurd. And someone else did like another small Sephora haul where it was $1,000, and the argument was like, is this really a Sephora haul or is this just like PR that they're getting, that they're putting in Sephora bags? So for me, that's kind of turned into my rage bait in watching these outrageous TikTok commentary videos and seeing how absurd that TikTok has become. And so I've been watching that content. I've been watching a lot of low buy content, a lot of no buy content. It's the time of year for like Deck of Panning starts on January 20th. A lot of the creators that I used to watch, every single Deck of Panning video that they filmed, I was looking at their intros and they were holding up like the products like as a precursor to what's coming in the video. It's just like, I don't want to watch this. I just don't care that much about makeup anymore. And I will share a little bit about what happened in my recent therapy. So another like side goal or a plan for 2025 was to go from weekly therapy to bi-weekly therapy, because everything is great. I'm just talking about nothing. Like, we're not really moving forward in anything, so I don't need bi-weekly therapy. We went 2 weeks without therapy and I was like, I have a lot of things I need to talk about. So I'm back to weekly therapy. I didn't even go a full month of bi-weekly therapy before I was like, I need weekly therapy again. I'm not saying it's going to be like weekly therapy again, because I've been doing weekly therapy for at least 2 years. Granted, there's been breaks where I've been on vacation. My therapist has been on vacation, so we've kind of naturally have gone bi-weekly a couple times a year just because of her life, because of my life. But I was like, consistently, I still need weekly therapy. And in the last few videos of December, first few videos in January, I was just raging pissed off. And when I talked to her about it, her theory was that I'm using anger as a defense mechanism. And I was just like, huh. Because my husband's health has been declining. My health, I'm developing health issues that I'm kind of, that he's kind of in denial about his health issues. I'm kind of in denial about my health issues. And instead of like facing these emotions head on, I've just been burning and turning them into anger because I don't want to feel these other negative emotions. And anger is just sort of a comfort blanket for me, so I'd rather just be raging pissed off than be worried or concerned or scared or anything else. So we had that. And then I had another realization, because all this was potentially triggered was I started an ADHD medication in the middle of December, and my psychiatrist was like, my alarm's going off. My psychiatrist warned me that it could trigger mania. I have schizoaffective disorder. It's the bipolar subtype. So ADHD medication could trigger that mania. And I was thinking about this, and I was trying to be mindful about this warning about mania being triggered. And I was looking at textbook mania symptoms or mania signs, and I was like, I'm not doing any of that. But maybe mania for me has been being angry all the time and just raging at every little thing, having every single small thing just trigger my anger, and then it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and I explode. And then people are like, why are you so mad? And I was like, because all these little things are going on. So I've calmed down a lot, but my other theory was last year was a very emotional year for me. I went to a psych ward for a few days. I got off my antidepressant, and when I got off my antidepressant, my mood went, I always had these emotions like across the board, like happy, sad, concerned, angry, frustrated. I had all those emotions, but then once I got off my antidepressant, those emotions in intensity skyrocketed. On a scale, on my antidepressant, all of these feelings were like 2, 3, 4, and then off my antidepressant with my emotional intensity of all these things, they were like an 8 or 9. So it just like the intensity of everything skyrocketed. And then I was wondering, because of that, I was taking a lot of time off work because I couldn't manage the intensity of those emotions. So my theory was like at the end of the year, it was a very emotional year, was my ADHD medication triggering the mania, was it just the tipping point of what had already been a very emotional year for me? So I've had those two theories floating around my head, and I've kind of have taken that anger out on makeup. And that's what the first videos of this year were really all about, was how angry I was. But then I met with my therapist. She mentioned maybe I'm using anger as a defense mechanism, and I calmed down. But then I was still hyper fixated on numbers. So once I calmed down about the makeup numbers, I shifted my attention, my worry, my anger, my frustration onto finances. And one of my goals on my 2025 bingo card was to make a budget and stick with it. So I was taking numbers seriously again, and because I've been really bad at budgeting for like all of my adult life, and I was like 2025 is the year that I'm gonna get my shit together and figure out the numbers. I've always had like seasons where it's like I'm gonna do this, but this is the year it's like no, I need to follow through and figure shit out. So there's been a lot of financial stress because my husband lost his job in December. We saw it coming. We were not blindsided by it. So my husband was working 6-7 days a week at his job to kind of build us a safety net, so when he did lose his job, we wouldn't be so financially screwed. But going back to makeup, I was in my makeup inventory. Every time I purchased a new product, I didn't write down how much the product cost, because honestly, I wanted to live in oblivion. Most of the makeup I purchased last year was affordable makeup, stuff you can buy at Target. Every time I talk about buying makeup, it always comes back to Target because that's the most accessible place for me to buy makeup. But I bought a few high-end products. It wasn't a lot, but I still bought a few of them. I when it comes to indie palettes, I spent approximately like the range of how much money I spent on eyeshadow palette last year was like $50 to $90, and I was doing that like once a month towards the end of the year, like twice a month, just throwing my money at this at this job that I don't make income off of. All of the makeup, all of the eyeshadow palettes that I've purchased over the years since starting YouTube have come out of my own pocket. I don't get PR, I don't have ads on my videos, so maybe YouTube does put ads in front of you. I don't make an income off those ads. I'm too small of a channel to do that. That doesn't bother me. I've said this already, but I have no incentive of praising products or any of like that because I don't have any financial gain from it. So all of this money I'm spending, I'm spending my hard-earned makeup on all my all of my hard-earned money on makeup, and it just felt so wasteful, so incredibly wasteful, and I don't want to do that this year. I really don't. In my Novi intro, I said I was going to do this for 3 months. I can already tell it's going to go past 3 months. Because I just don't care. Other things are taking priority in my life. On my bingo card for the year, I want to deep clean my house once a month. I started doing that a few weeks ago, and it's like I always play video games with my brother on the weekends, and we don't start until like 10:30, 11. I get up around 8. So when it takes me like from like getting ready in the bathroom to doing my makeup, if it takes an hour and a half, that's an hour and a half of my time lost where I could be spending my time doing other things like cleaning the house, doing this, doing that. And so that's taken priority. It's like I'm changing the time. What are words? The time I'd spend on makeup in the mornings, I'm repurposing it to do something more productive around my house. And then I stopped gaming with my brother, and then I continued doing those things, and which is good because I'm being more productive. Another makeup goal this year was to wear less makeup. I don't want to feel like I have to do my makeup every day. The majority of last year, I was doing my makeup every single day. Now, I didn't literally do it every single day, but a lot of most weeks out of the year, I was doing my makeup every single day because it's my weekend. I need to sit down and film YouTube videos. Now that I'm not so observed in the know about makeup and doing my makeup less and caring less, I'm also caring less about this channel. So this is just a forewarning of you're not going to probably see a lot of content from me. And I kind of said that in another video, but it's like being a makeup channel and not caring about makeup. It's really challenging for me to act like I care about makeup on camera, and I don't want to force emotions for the camera. I just don't want to. I want to be as real as possible. I don't want to be super vulnerable though. So it's kind of like I want to talk about makeup, I want to talk about my feelings, but I don't want to go too far. So, because like a lot of YouTubers, a lot of content creators, like no matter the platform, will share every single minute of their life. That's just not something I can do or I want to do. But then here's the fact of I do want my channel to grow this year, so if I don't care about makeup, maybe I need to shift into different content. And I don't know what other content I'd like to do. Because a lot of YouTubers have like books of all things have become really popular the past few years, so a lot of like makeup YouTubers are shifting their focus to books, whether it's like a separate book channel or talking about books like with favorites videos, like books that they've been reading and really enjoying. I don't have a consistent attention span, hence the ADHD medication, to where I like reading books. I find joy out of reading books, but my attention just doesn't stay on books, especially at home. Like at work, I can read pretty consistently. At work, at home, I'm just like doomsday scrolling on Instagram. And Instagram, it used to be so much about makeup, but because of the TikTok ban that literally lasted like 12, 13 hours, a lot of the TikTokers that I did follow years ago that I enjoyed their content have had to migrate to Instagram to kind of like jump off a sinking ship. You know, TikTok's back. But they've had to migrate to Instagram, and I have been slowly finding those creators I loved on TikTok. So it's like, and none of them are makeup related. They're just like comedy sketches or comedians or just people making funny skits about news events, or like just comedic doctor stories about the health industry. So it's like, oh, all these creators I used to follow on TikTok are now on Instagram. So now I'm shifting let's see what they're doing, because I don't really care about makeup anymore. I have found a lot of channels that are doing TikTok commentary videos pretty much about overconsumption of makeup, of skincare, of stuff. And that's like turned into not rage bait for me, but it's just like, oh, like shock. Just watching those videos like in pure shock, like this cannot be real. And I don't believe any of that is real, but I'm just like, I can't believe that people think this is real. I can't, like, it baffles me. It's like baffling bait. And so I've shifted my YouTube preferences to watching that kind of content compared to beauty makeup content. And I'm happy with that. Maybe like, oh, maybe I should go to those reactionary type videos. But that's also a lot of work, and having to seek out that content and then have more coherent thoughts about this. I have no idea how I've been going off for 20 minutes, but it's just kind of like, I'm a few weeks into my no buy, and just because so much of my personal life has been going on and wanting to reprioritize my mind with my time with makeup really has taken a backseat. And I'm okay with that. I really am. Because I don't need to do my makeup every single day. I am looking at I don't get really excited. I like the process of doing my makeup. I still really enjoy the process of it. But it's not something I feel like I need to prioritize every single day. My YouTube channel, I can already tell, has taken a backseat because of everything else that's going on. And that's still stuff I need to talk about in therapy. So much stuff I need to talk about in therapy. But yeah, it's just so much stuff is going on, and makeup just isn't as important to me as it has been in the past. I need to reevaluate what I want my YouTube channel to look like, but because of everything that's going on in my personal life, I don't even think about YouTube. Like, I will have the thought, like, during the week that, oh, I need to make some YouTube videos on my weekend. So I have something up for YouTube. And then I have that thought, it's like, oh, I need to brainstorm video ideas. That thought is in my head for like 10-20 seconds, and then I immediately forget that I was thinking about this. And then the weekend comes, and I always get up, doing my makeup, filming YouTube is like the first thing that I do. And then I just wake up in the morning, I'm like, no, I don't want to. So I don't. So that's how my no buy has been going so far. I wouldn't keep I'm still going to be uploading YouTube videos pretty much. Even if it's only one video a week, I would still like to do at least one video a week for YouTube. But in terms of like going, it's like I just have other things I need to prioritize differently. So thanks so much for watching this long video. Like, dislike. I'll see you in my next one. If you choose this, subscribe. As always, have joy and bye.